Hi. Now, this is video 2 in which I'm going to let you know how you can create the method of this display operations. Display operations basically going to display all the elements of array element at zeroth index, at first index, up till the size of the array. Okay. So let's say this method is going to return us the array in this form. Suppose the data inside the array is 11, 12 and 13. So this array should display the data. This method should display the array data in this form, like opening a square bracket, closing a square bracket, and all the elements should be separated by comma. Okay, let me give you an overview before creating this method. You can see over here I'm having two files. One is main.java and another one is arraylab.java. This array lab is going to have all the operations of array, and then we are going to access all the operations inside this main class. After creating the method of this array class, we will access all the methods with reference of this object array1. If you haven't watched the previous video, kindly go through that video. I have discussed the details of these already created methods. Okay, so display methods return type is void and its name is display, opening curly bracket and closing curly bracket. I just want to display the square bracket first and remove the ln, opening a square bracket. Now we will use for loop for the iteration. Look, I just want to display the data in this form 11 comma 12 and comma 13. So obviously we need to display this opening a square bracket first and then iterate through the array. We will display the first element of array and second element and third element till up till the size of the array, and then finally we will close this square bracket. That means this opening and closing will be once. That means the opening square bracket should be outside the for loop. So have you noted, before writing the for loop I just said that system.out.print opening a square bracket, and then I'm using the for loop so that I can traverse or visit each element of array and display the data of those indices. For int I equals to 0, I less than array num dot length. Okay, and then I plus plus. Okay, inside this for loop, simply I am saying display without ln. I'm saying display array num data at index I and plus a comma. Okay, because we are separating individual element with comma. Print the element of this ith index and then put a comma. So that is why I have put a comma inside the double quotes and concatenate it with the data of this array. Once we display all the elements, we just finally want to close this square bracket. Closing the square bracket, and then there should be a line break after closing the square bracket. Okay, so you can see, ln or backslash n, both are same thing. Okay, so let us call this method array1 dot display. Okay, there you go. And let's say the size is 3, data is 1 1 1 2 1 3. Okay, so have you noted the data is displayed exactly the way we want, except the last element is separated by this comma. So we just don't want that there should be any comma left. If we are not having any further element, there shouldn't be any comma, right? So for that, we will just make minor changes. We will not print the last element. We will say iterate the loop till the second last element. Okay, and then print this last element outside the loop. Okay, we iterate from zeroth till this. Okay, we just print the zeroth element at zeroth index, we print element at first index, and then loop will exit, and finally we will print the last element outside the loop so that we can avoid this comma at the end of the array. Okay, so I will just say array num at index. Now we cannot specify I over here because I, I uh, is a local variable for this loop. It will be created inside the block of this loop, and it will be destroyed as soon as we exit from this loop. All right. So how I can get the last element of array? Using the length. Array dot length will return us the total length, and right now the length of array, for suppose we are having this array, so in this case the array size is 3, and the last element index number will be 3 minus 1, that is 2. So this is the array name. Inside the square bracket, we just specify that array length minus 1, that means 3 minus 1, 2. At index 2, whatever the data is, print that data, and beside printing this data, you have to print this closing square bracket, and then finally break the line. Okay, now let's check the output. Now you can see, let's say the size of array is 3, and data is 111213. So now you can see over here, previously we were getting this output, now it is way better. So let me end this video here, and I will create other videos for for the remaining methods. Thank you.